You know, there's the old adage about medical school. They tell you not to become involved with your patients on any kind of emotional level, and I'll tell you right now that that's garbage.
It's hard to describe how we felt and how we were made to feel.
It feels amazing that these people that don't know you care so much to make you feel better.
I met Kelly when she was admitted to Albany Medical Centre. She was this beautiful, blonde, 16-year-old athlete. She'd gotten a pain in her stomach, which didn't get better like we'd expected to.
I got a call on a Saturday that they had a very sick teenager in the emergency room. She clearly had leukemia.
Dr. Pierce came in and she said that I did have leukemia.
We had to sit down there in difficult circumstances and have a long, honest talk about what was going on and what we needed to do.
Dr. Pierce was the key. Just saying that this is going to be rough, but we're going to do the best to get you through this. You know, she was very honest.
They took over. I have great dad powers, but they were useless. So they basically picked us up and said, okay, here's what we're going to do.
She had a lot of problems that we needed to take care of before we could treat her leukemia.
We removed the spleen and gallbladder because the leukemia was invading both those organs, and we made it safer for the oncology doctors to give their chemotherapy.
They said after my surgery I would be in pain, but they would get me through it.
Patients such as Kelly, who had AML, we say, wow, this is a very intense therapy that she's going to be undergoing.
She got high doses of incredibly toxic drugs.
She had practically every side effect that you can have.
She had a lot of fluid between one of her lungs and her chest wall, making it difficult for her to breathe.
I had chest tubes coming out all sides, and I couldn't really get out of bed or move or anything.
We anticipated a lot of complications along the way. That's part of the game. She met every one of those and came through them.
Every piece of her puzzle was being cared for appropriately.
We could still have our eye on her next dose of chemotherapy and continue marching forward.
She always had a positive attitude, and that's half the battle, is keeping your chin up.
Through everything, she didn't complain at all.
Tougher than tough. She has a core of steel, that girl.
Kelly told us back in January that her goal was to get to the prom.
Kelly's goal was always prom.
And it became a focus of all of ours.
Dr. Pierce promised me that I would get to go to prom.
It was so much Kelly wanting to get there and everybody else wanting to step up and help her get there.
When she went to prom, we all felt like we'd conquered a major, major hurdle.
One of the big advantages of being an academic center is we have a depth of knowledge which you might not otherwise have.
And that's why you go to Albany Med. I mean, it's their focus on educating and research. They have the knowledge.
We're expanding, and the services are just continually getting more complex.
The Melody Center is a place where kids can come and get the treatment that they need for the diseases that they have. There's so many people behind the scenes that are treating the people peripherally, and they learn the child by their name and always wonder how they're doing.
Even though we may never meet that patient face to face, we all know by name who that patient is, what they have. We feel for them.
It takes many areas within the hospital, including pharmacies, radiology, transfusion units, to treat the child, not just the Melody Center.
We have child life experts, we have tutors who will come in and help children so that they don't fall too far behind with school.
We couldn't do what we do in the Melody Center itself if we didn't have that teamwork.
Once a family becomes part of the Melody Center, they stay a part of the Melody Center indefinitely.
I've seen her since. I've seen her in the office, met with Dad. She's back to being the beautiful person that I met the first day.
I'm thrilled with how she's doing.
Today, I'm doing awesome. I mean, I can play a whole soccer game now. I never thought that would happen.
We have made it upstairs to the 7th floor to say hello. And what's really nice about that is now we have the option to walk away and say, we'll see you another time.
I'm just so grateful to have her.
Thank you for giving Kelly back to me. Thanks for giving her back.